Hello friend, I want to tell you about the Subaru Forester car. The first generations of the Subaru Forester, although theoretically competing with the Toyota RAV4 and Honda CR-V, in reality resembled more of a pumped-up station wagon than a compact SUV. Eventually, however, the Japanese adapted their car to the prevailing trends and launched the Shish model. According to popular opinion, buying a Subaru is a guarantee of peace of mind. Is there really nothing to worry about? The 4x4 drive and boxer engine from Subaru are a dream for many people, but unfortunately choosing the wrong drive unit can end in disaster. The riskiest engine is undoubtedly the diesel version. It burns little, accelerates great, but the clutch needs to be replaced every 50,000 kilometers. As if that wasn't enough, the crankshaft was twisted too much, which could cause it to crack. The injectors, turbocharger and dual-mass flywheel in the first years of production are also not very durable. The particulate filter also causes problems. Another time bomb is the 2.5-liter, 230 horsepower turbocharged petrol engine, which may result in damage to the head gasket, burnout of the pistons or seizure of the turbocharger. To fix this, you need to replace the original head bolts with special pins, and replace the stock pistons with forged ones. Impreza WRX-STI users can play around with such procedures, but no one who bought a Forester will probably decide to spend that much. Fortunately, there are few copies with such an engine on the European market, and it is better to avoid them. Naturally aspirated petrol engines with capacities of 2.0L and 2.5L are worth recommending. The choice depends only on the depth of your wallet, but it is worth remembering that the basic engine does not cope well with the Forester. Unfortunately, here too, there may occasionally be problems with the timing chain tensioner or ignition coils. Regardless of the version of the Subaru Forester 3, the drive is always transmitted to the wheels of both axles. The front suspension of the car uses McPherson struts, and the rear suspension uses a system of independent wishbones. The basic petrol version also has a reduction gear. There are 3 gearboxes to choose from: a 4-speed automatic and a 5- and 6-speed manual. Unfortunately, the car, like the 4th-generation Subaru Legacy, did not take part in the Euro NCAP crash tests, which is a shame. Before buying a Forester 3, it is worth checking the engine for oil leaks. These most often appear around the valve cover gasket and near the oil pan. Leaks also occur in the air conditioning system. Most often you need to replace one of the leaky hoses. When looking under the car, pay attention to the condition of the rubber covers of the joints. If they are damaged, grease will leak from them. Driving for a longer period of time with such a seemingly harmless defect may end with the need to replace the entire joint, and that will not be cheap. In the suspension, the following elements give out quite quickly: metal rubber elements, shock absorbers, bushings and wheel bearings. Users also complain about the unstable catalytic converter and the intensively corroding exhaust system. Fortunately, so far there has been no news about body rust. What else can go wrong? First of all, electrics and electronics. Several cases have already been reported. Damage to the CD player and non-functioning speakers. Electric windows, central locking and seat heating are also faulty. What else can you find fault with? Among other things, steamy rear lights, a falling apart armrest and a rattling interior. The unpleasant sounds most often come from the doors, the dashboard and even the roof. To sum up, the Subaru Forester Shish is a proposition for those who have been driving models of this brand for years and for those who have not had anything to do with it yet. What is most captivating about the Japanese SUV is its sensational handling, mainly thanks to the 4x4 drive and excellent weight distribution, the beautiful sound of the petrol boxer engines and the spacious interior. The Forester's strong point is also its reliability, but it must be remembered that not all engines provide trouble-free operation. Disadvantages? First of all, the unsophisticated design, especially inside. The poor quality of the interior materials, poor equipment, disappointing performance, an outdated automatic gearbox and the lack of a powerful diesel engine on offer. Due to difficult access, Replacing some engine components is much more expensive here than in cars with a conventional R4 engine. Avoid models imported from the US. They are usually in serious accidents. Thanks for listening. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and rate my video. If you know of any problems with this car that I haven't mentioned, be sure to write about them in the comments.
I have good news for you. Now, if you are planning to buy a used car, or learn more about your car, you no longer need to search for the information you need on the internet. We have collected everything in one place for you, on the website carme.pro. Here you can find out everything about the car, what breaks and at what mileage, any problems with engines, chassis or gearboxes, which trim levels are better not to mess with, and how not to lose money buying a used car. You will learn all this on carme.pro.